So we're looking into something, okay? We're looking into some serious allegations.
Allegations?
Uh-huh. You might be trying to distribute stuff via social media. You know anything about that? Okay. So what if we get some proof that says you're on a website and you're trying to distribute certain things you shouldn't be distributing?
No. The website? Which one?
We exchange contact information, just Snapchat.
Okay.
And he was posting on his story that he's selling.
Okay.
This is the story of a man who thought he was invisible. He was hiding a horrifying secret on his phone, right under the noses of his colleagues. But he made one mistake. He shared it with the wrong person. And that one mistake would bring his entire world crashing down in the most public way imaginable. But before we find out more about this child predator, subscribe to our channel because this is about to get really disturbing, and you don't want to miss out on what happens next.
All right. At this point, you're not free to leave, okay? You're going to be coming with us, and we have some more questions for you. Okay?
No.
You're not under arrest right now.
No, I know.
You're not under arrest,
so sorry.
but you're coming with us, okay? All right?
The case begins not with a 911 call, but with a quiet conversation in a parking lot. An informant flags down an officer with a story that makes the hair on his arms stand up. He's just seen something on Snapchat, something he can't unsee.
How you doing? Good, how are you? Just so you know, we're being audio-video recorded.
It's fine. This Cavity works here. He approached me about 15-20 minutes ago regarding a matter. There's somebody that's on his Snapchat. The company's been here 1 or 2 times, and he's trying to distribute.
Okay. Is he here tonight?
As the informant speaks, the officer's internal calculus is running. He's assessing credibility, looking for motive. But then the informant drops a detail that changes everything. The suspect works at a YMCA summer camp. Suddenly, this isn't just about a disturbing post. It's about access to children. The informant adds one more detail that seals it. The suspect is terrified of getting in trouble. For an officer, that's not a sign of innocence. It's a confession in advance.
Okay. Step over to my car, man. How old are you?
Want me to stay here?
No, you're good. So give me a little more background.
He came up here. They seemed like cool people. We exchanged contact information, just Snapchat.
Okay.
And he was posting on his story that he's selling.
Okay.
Officers begin the methodical process of gathering background. Each answer the informant gives is another piece of the puzzle snapping into place. How they met, when the messages started, what the content contained. The officer now has enough to act.
Do you have, obviously it's Snapchat. Is it still listed on his link or no?
I don't believe so.
If you could check for me, because obviously if you take
I deleted him and blocked him. I have his information, but
I would say, obviously I know if you take a screenshot of Snapchat, it sends them a little notification, but if it was still up, I can capture my body on camera. That's why I was curious.
I had someone take a picture of his profile.
Okay. You don't mind, do you?
No.
All right, so his name is... Oh, no, what's underneath it is very small.
Yeah.
The informant confirms the worst. This isn't just possession, it's distribution. The suspect was running a business on Snapchat, advertising his product and telling people to message him to purchase. For the officers, the word distribution elevates the crime to a federal offense, but it also introduces a nightmare scenario.
Did you ever see any, or is that just who he was advertising?
No, I mean, it had pictures, and it said to text him to purchase.
Okay. Text like through Snapchat or through
Correct.
like a number? Okay.
Through Snapchat, yeah.
Snapchat is a ghost. Messages vanish the moment they're viewed. If the suspect gets a text, a call, or even a gut feeling that something is wrong, he can delete his account in seconds, and every piece of evidence disappears into the digital ether forever. The clock is now ticking.
When's the last time he was here?
Last week.
Anything else you can think that can help us track him down? I mean, obviously, I'm going to try to obviously scan a Snapchat, all that
From
stuff.
what I understand, because he came with a group of like 15 people.
Okay.
I think they work at the summer camp.
The officers head inside and immediately learn the suspect is in the building. The distance between them and a potential predator has just shrunk to a few hundred feet.
Yeah, he just came in and
He's here right now.
yeah, he's here right now.
Do you know where he is located?
They move to the security office to start the slow, tedious work of identifying their suspect. They're scanning hours of archived footage, looking for a ghost in a Nirvana t-shirt. But as they review the old recordings, something happens on the live feed. A figure walks past the camera. Black shirt, skinny jeans. It's him.
They're at the front door.
Is that him outside right there in that smiley shirt?
That's who I thought.
Is he wearing a smiley shirt?
The Nirvana shirt?
Yes. He's wearing skinny jeans. He's touching his chin right now. Just a moment ago.
Asked if he came in with that whole group.
Does he have a tattoo on his left arm? I know. I'm trying to be as discreet as possible for you.
Black shirt, yellow writing would be pretty obvious.
He's wearing the black shirt with the yellow writing, right? Okay.
Asked if he came with that whole group.
Is he there with that entire group? Okay. Are you sure it's not the kid in the hat in front of the door right now? Okay, so it's definitely black shirt, yellow writing. Okay. That's him.
Yeah. The energy in the room changes instantly. The theoretical has just become real. He's not a name on a screen anymore. He's walking the halls, just feet away, completely unaware. The entire plan has just been thrown out the window. Now, it's a race to get to him before he gets to his phone.
How you doing, sir? You want to step over to our police car real quick and talk to us? You have ID on you? Okay.
The moment of contact, Rafael complies, but his body is screaming what his mouth won't say. His hands are shaking uncontrollably, and then he says the 5 words every cop recognizes: I don't want to be in trouble. This is the victim narrative, a subconscious attempt to reframe the situation, to paint himself as a scared kid, not a calculated predator. But for the officers, it's a clear signal. Innocent people say I didn't do it. Guilty people say don't get me in trouble. They ask about his job at the YMCA, and his answers are a masterclass in deflection. He's just a helper. He hasn't been there long. He's trying to create distance between himself and the children he has access to every single day.
Where are you working at, man?
In the camp,
Which camp?
organic camp.
YMCA camp?
Yeah.
How long you been there for?
Like,
Just keep your hands out of your pocket.
okay. 1 month.
Okay. You come here often?
Sometimes, like 3 times.
What times, what days do you think that was?
Friday, last Friday,
Okay.
and the other Friday.
Okay. You ever been here on a Saturday? Never?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? So you think you've only been here on Fridays? Okay. You talk to anyone here when you've been here?
Yeah, we saw something. Yeah.
Okay. You make any new friends or anything?
Like friends.
Like friends you like request like online friendships with or anything like that?
You guys come together? Are you guys all together with him?
Yes.
You are? Okay.
I came with her, but we are at the camp. We're working at the camp. Yeah.
The second one? Like YMCA?
Yes. Yeah, YMCA.
Okay. All right. Just for the season?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Real quick, I'm just videotaping our conversation. No one's in trouble. I just have to let you know that this is a camera. That's all.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. You just here for the summer doing summer work? What do you guys do? Counseling and stuff? Or?
I'm in the kitchen staff.
Okay.
We're both, we're doing together counselors and
Counselors?
the instructor.
Oh, okay.
He was also staff.
His staff as well? Okay.
Do you have a visa or anything, or
Yeah.
where's that, at the camp? Okay.
But please, I don't want to be in trouble.
Why would you say that?
I don't know. So, just here with the police, so I just come out to have some fun.
Yeah, we're just talking. I'm just wondering why you would say you don't want to be in any trouble. Is there something you did that you think you might be in trouble? No? So why would you want to say that you don't want to be in any trouble?
I don't know. I don't know the system in here in the country.
Okay.
The officers decide it's time to drop the hammer. They tell him this isn't about tonight. It's about a post from earlier in the week. And in that moment, you can see his entire reality shatter. His false sense of security, built on the myth of Snapchat's disappearing messages, evaporates in an instant. His breathing becomes shallow. He can't make eye contact. This is the moment a suspect realizes that the digital world isn't as private as they thought, and the consequences are very, very real.
So you didn't talk to anyone, like any employees here the last couple times you were here? No, no security guards, anything like that?
Friends.
Okay. Who's the people with you? They camp workers as well?
Yeah,
Did they come with you every time you've been here, or is it different people?
yeah, no, they call me.
Okay. So we're looking into something, okay? We're looking into some serious allegations.
Allegations.
Uh-huh. And you might be trying to distribute stuff via social media. You know anything about that? Okay. So what if we get some proof that says you're on a website and you're trying to distribute certain things you shouldn't be distributing?
No. The website, which one? It's for my friend's Snapchat.
Would you mind showing me your screen name?
My screen name?
Yeah, like your username for that.
My username.
And
Do you understand everything he said to you so far?
Yeah.
No, you're not confused about anything that's been said, right? Okay. He's going to read something to you, okay? If you have any questions, stop him and we'll explain it to you, okay? If you don't understand. Do you know what arrest is?
Yeah, arrest is like...
Yeah. You're not under arrest, okay? We're going to ask you some questions, right? But we have to advise you your rights before we ask you questions. Do you understand?
Okay.
Okay? So these are your rights, meaning that you don't have to talk to us, you don't have to say anything. Do you understand that?
Okay.
Okay, he's going to read that to you. If you don't understand what he's saying, you let us know, okay?
Okay.
Do you understand that you don't have to talk to us?
That I don't have to talk to you.
Right, you understand that, right?
I want to go.
Do you want to go? You don't want to talk to us?
I don't know. What do you need?
I want to ask you a couple questions, but I need you to understand these rights first. Okay? If you tell us that you understand this, and you do in fact understand these rights, then we can ask you those questions that I want to ask you.
No, I don't understand really well. What do you need or something like that?
His story begins to unravel. First, he says he saw it on Twitter. Then it was an email. Then it was sent to him unsolicited. He's throwing spaghetti at the wall, hoping something sticks. But with every new lie, he's digging his own grave. Each contradiction isn't just a mistake. It's an admission of guilt, even if he doesn't realize it yet.
We want to talk to you tonight about something you put on social media.
Tonight?
Not tonight, earlier this week. About something you posted on Snapchat. That's what we want to talk to you about.
Okay.
Okay? Do you know what that is?
It is illegal, no?
It's illegal, right? It's about... Right? So, where are you getting this that you want to give people access to?
In the social media.
Where's that?
In the social media.
Okay. Have you downloaded it to your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. And you've been trying to give it to other people? Okay.
The detectives have heard enough. They ask for the phone. And here, in the agonizing silence that follows, the entire case hangs in the balance. He knows that phone is a confession, but he also knows he's out of options. Slowly, he hands it over.
So this is your cell phone, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a passcode for this cell phone? Is it locked?
Yeah.
What's your passcode?
So,
Is it a thumbprint or is it a number?
like the number.
What is it?
So I'm so sorry. I don't really want to be in trouble.
Sure, understood. What's your passcode?
As the detectives scroll, the true scope of his operation becomes clear. This isn't a casual user. This is a collector. They find hundreds of files, organized and categorized. The lie of accidental viewing is dead. This is calculated, organized, and intentional.
Alright. At this point, you're not free to leave, okay? You're going to be coming with us, and we have some more questions for you. Okay? You're not under arrest right now?
No, I know.
You're not under arrest,
so sorry.
but you're coming with us, okay? Alright? So.
Oh no, I don't want to be like.
No, you're gonna walk
You're
this
not
way.
gonna be
You're not gonna be cuffed. You could seatbelt yourself in for me, okay? Here, just seatbelt yourself in.
Back at the station, the denial becomes more frantic. He insists he never supervised children, his voice cracking under the pressure. But the detectives aren't listening to his words anymore. They're looking at the evidence on his phone, and it tells a different story. For them, the question is no longer if he's a predator, but how far his reach extends. The investigation expands. They ask about his roommates, his co-workers, his family.
Do you supervise children at all? No. Do you have interaction with the children? No. All right. you're here and your normal duties and what you're paid for is to take care of trucks, clean up, maintain the camp. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And is that what everyone that's with you does as well?
Yeah, I have somebody else with me,
Okay.
like a team.
Most of them are cleaners.
Okay.
There's some that they do
Kitchen stuff.
cooking.
So what did you send on Snapchat that's on your phone?
¿Qué mandas por el Snapchat?
Okay. If you could explain that, I would like to go through the phone and the Snapchat account, kind of show me what he's sending. That can kind of help me piece the story together a little bit, and it helps explain to me what's going on.
When denial fails, he pivots to bargaining. He talks about his debt, his job, his future. It's a desperate attempt to make the officers see him as a person in trouble, not a predator who causes it. But the contrast is chilling. He's worried about losing his job, while the officers are worried about the children he had access to every single day.
He's worried that, he might have a big problem and he's going to go to jail.
So I don't want to lose my job or something like that, because I came here and I take money borrowed, so I need to pay that money.
Sure.
So
And I understand that.
it's my first time that I've been like under arrest. So
And that's
it's really
and that's what I'm trying to find out exactly what happened, and it's a little bit difficult because there's a language barrier. That's why he's here trying to make it a little bit easier. And the easiest thing for me to do is so you end up talking to someone on Snapchat that is at odds with you, right? And you send them something. What was sent to them? That's the question I'm asking you. Was that Kevin who you sent this image to?
No.
Who at odds are you talking to?
I don't know.
He finally cracks. He admits to sharing the content, but immediately tries to minimize it. It wasn't that bad. He didn't know what it was. The lies are a tangled mess he can no longer keep straight.
So you're finding images and videos on Twitter, and then you're sending them to people on using Snapchat.
Exchange pictures of girls.
Okay. How old were these girls?
Are
Are they like adults? Older? Okay.
The officers lay out the facts, the phone, the folders, the Snapchat ads telling people to message to purchase. The I didn't know defense is officially dead. The conversation is over. He is no longer a subject. He is a suspect under arrest. In the cold reality of the interrogation room, the detectives confirm the charges, possession and intent to distribute. There is no negotiation left. He asks the one question he's been dreading all night. Am I going to jail? The officer's response is simple and absolute. Yes. The door closes. The YMCA is notified, and a review of safeguards begins immediately.
And whose account is this?
It's in front of his.
Okay. Why is it on your phone? I'm just curious.
He said he's trying to give it to him so he can look at it.
You're taking the images from Twitter and putting them on your Snapchat account? So, well, why are you sending that to people? That's what I don't understand.
Okay, so he's saying it's, I guess, like a repository for. So people they'll post, we'll put.
Here, you can see.
And so people share with you, then what do you do with it?
See the videos.
So you send it. So it's like a big circle of.
big circle of people sending videos and something like that.
These are little here. Ask for any kind of Mega or Dropbox full of CP. You know what CP is? This is time to be honest with me and explain to me what's going on. Listen to me, okay? I'm sitting here going through your phone, I'm looking at this. You have images of on here. Do you understand that? Under the age of... Who are you selling these to? And don't sit here and tell me...
The internet.
Listen, I understand you're on the internet, okay? I'm sitting here trying to explain to you how, getting to the bottom of everything. And you're sitting here telling me that you don't have pictures of people that are... that you're finding on the internet. Sure, you're finding all this on the internet, okay? But you're finding images on the internet of... Do you understand that, right? Where are you finding the images of the... Are you making this stuff? Are you making this stuff with the kids? Are you looking at this stuff where you're recording them doing it, or is it something you're finding on the internet?
I find it.
Okay, but you're looking specifically for... And that's what you're trying to sell?
No.
Well... It's on here, all right? It's on here, and you have, and you're listing to sell it.
This entire case started with one person who saw something and said something. They could have ignored it, they could have deleted it, but they didn't. And because of that one decision, a predator who had access to children every single day is now behind bars. Sometimes, the most powerful force for justice isn't a badge or a gun, it's a conscience. So, what do you guys think? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you want more real-life crime stories like this, make sure to hit subscribe and turn on notifications.